consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But we followed the clues she left behind, Dad. So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's... Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. But somehow, come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing to it. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontain is cross this stretch of desert and navigate. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon has...
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahi... Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client...
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Follow the wind. Chip!
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's... Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds... Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn the... So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story...
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but note.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to...
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that...
Really? Like, a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately... Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that?
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's curious. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there.
I think what they mean is that they wish to... In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described how... Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise,
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something just...
All right! I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to...
About many things, actually. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were...
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother...
No, people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an... And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, he would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun... But now, the water is gradually swallowing. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are...
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from a...
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We were just talking with your sister. Even though...
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she's seldom...
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfed?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have.
Oh, all right then. Well, by the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was... Please, follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro-Archon? But
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration, if you don't have one. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations, but I welcome you nevertheless. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro, and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. But the Hydro-Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro-Archon? How did you know we were...
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget, you had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my...
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Is she waiting for us?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite right. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is...
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel.
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent the... Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on
Oh, we have reason to question. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3...
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our late...
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the High...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a...
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How can...
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to...
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the travel...
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected
Performance? You see,
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette.
and just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation. So, Now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. And speaking of performances, I would be...
My brother's always excited to...
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the opera.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. Oh, you really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulated. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial, until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Oh,
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine?
there are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine, others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually...
Many places have already been completely submerged.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine... We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, as a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone you...
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been... Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you... Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when...
What's this? So you also believe...
What? You mean...
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean. As time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the... So, if you ask me, when the water...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But...
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being...
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the...
You should still take it.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out...
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the...
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route. All right,
Time to go.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to look... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing...
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Anyway, I should be going now.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle.
Oh, did you get hurt?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performances.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even... But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get a...
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several... It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the...
So you mean it's still boring, even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as...
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's...
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Linny? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performance.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey?
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost immediately.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's hit. Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever... For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well,
You mean the serial disappearances of young women?
that's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is final... Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy.
So, what is the serial disappearance?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost... And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. But the scariest part is that to this day, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then...
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Pаймon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the steam.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know what...
Time to go.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they all just went out a moment.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you! Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler! Oh, you sound very proud to have...
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make Magic Pocket.
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of material.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontейн. Though we don't know where the dragon went. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very... Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least...
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way. On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Aranius. I'll have Lynette meet you at...
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the... I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty...
No trouble at all! Don't worry!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Oh, no need, no need.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps...
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Wow. So...
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe they're...
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get it?
Well, it's a little complicated, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from...
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details. When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the oratrice was created by... But... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the miHoYo to Confrérie of Cabriere by next...
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debt? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your...
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll...
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see what...
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
You're mine! Brace yourself! This is gonna...
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhna?
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just... Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I...
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a
Maybe you losing control of your vision just...
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when one time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could, because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front...
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my element. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted, so why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she...
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced, but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Oh, it sounds like...
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have some...
What? More work for the Northland?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official
champion duelists? You mean it's...
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one... The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, and the worst-case scenario is that you're simply... Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has... So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their...
So, do many people actually...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the... Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with. Which, apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been at...
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name...
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have...
Huh? Your vision?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to...
Whatever gave you that idea?
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story... sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder of the whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. Oh, sorry about that.